So I once saw you said it took you years to learn about empathy and it made you question how you were able to do all these things to people, and it was because you had no self-love, right? Can you speak about that? What was the reason why you felt you had no self-love?
I mean, I guess I didn't have nobody to put that into my mind to show me what love was or to love me. And like I said, my father was the one that showed me love and gave me that love. Also, my mother gave me love. We said I love you in my household. I never used to say I love you. My brothers and everybody said I love you. They'd be like, oh, this little mother, he don't never want to say I love you. My mom used to always be like, you gonna lose me one day, you gonna wish you told me you love me. I'm like, but Ma, I do love you. She'd be like, so why you don't say it? I just said it. You know what I'm saying? But my mom's gave me love, but that love was a different type of love. It's nothing like to have I don't know if you got your parents, but if you got a mother that loves you, that's more of a nurturing, loving motherly love that's coming like naturally as far as with a boy.
Right.
But to get that love from a father, from a man, somebody that's like her boyfriend didn't teach me nothing, tell me and show me love and hugs and tell me go to school and do the right thing. My pops did that coming up. He always did that. Even though it was, if I did something wrong and he'd say something, I'd be like, I could be mad, but at the same time, I knew Daddy said, you better. So after losing that part of me, uncles and all that, they was there, but it wasn't like Daddy. So I began to feel like worthless. This is what I began to tell myself, So I know that was the beginning. So if I'm able to not love myself, I'm able to not love people. I was able to dehumanize. I became desensitized. So in order to do something like that, I had to become desensitized, meaning I had to have no feelings, no care and concern for human life, the law, consequences, or nothing. So once I'm able to do that, now I could dehumanize you and see you as a vic, a op, or anything. And whatever you got is mine. And if I come for it, you better give it to me or suffer the consequences. So then that was the whole thinking process. So that's what made me begin to understand that. And it wasn't until I started getting to the psychological side of it, of the criminal behavior and the criminal thinking. And I began to think as a criminal at a very young age, like everybody. You thought as a criminal. I don't care the most wealthiest to the poorest to the Catholic priest, none whoever it is. They thought of criminal acts, but it ain't till you can do it and put it into action, which makes it wrong, right? So my thing was, it lay dormant in there from when I lost my dad. It just needed something to bring it out for me to cry out, and I didn't know how to cry out. When I went to the funeral, my pops had a closed casket, bro. You know what I'm saying? My pops had a fucking closed casket. I had to fucking look at a picture. And that was hard. You know what I'm saying? And so I had hate for everybody.
How did your father pass?
I don't even want to talk about that.
No problem, man. I respect that. It seems like there's a recurring theme of how detrimental the loss of your father was to your life,
Yeah.
as far as the path that you went on after that. Do you ever think about how your life would have been different had your dad still stayed around or was still alive? I mean,
Yeah, if my pops would have stayed around and gave me the same love and nurturing that I give my kid today, that he showed me when I was young, definitely would have been much different. I think I would have been I think for the most part, I think I probably would have went into the service because I would have did what he did. My sister, my father was in the service, my sister, my brother, my nephew, everybody was in the service. Everybody, mostly in my family, was in the service. I think I would have went down that path and made a career out of something else. I would have went a different way. You know what I'm saying? So for me to take that path and I don't know, I guess I was different growing up. I seen things before it happened and I just ignored the shit, but still did it. I knew the consequences and the repercussions behind what I did, but I just didn't give a fuck because I was really crying out, and I wasn't going to cry out with tears. I wasn't going to cry out with I need help. I wasn't going to cry out with uh, I lost my father, and it's going to be poor little old me. I'm not doing that. My cry out was fuck that, rob this nigga. I'm a sell drugs. I'm gonna fuck who I sell drugs to. I shoot this motherfucker. I don't care about shooting him. I don't care about being shot. I don't care about jail, dying. That was my mindset. You know?
You witnessed such traumatic things at such a young age, right? Was no one ever really there to help you process those emotions or explain like
Nah,
what you saw?
nah, never.
So you think about the things that you've been through in your life at such a young age, and you being a father now with small children, right? Could you possibly imagine them enduring the same thing that you did at that same age?
Nah. See, I got grandkids too. I got 3 grandkids. I got 2 grandsons and a granddaughter. And my granddaughter's like my little princess, my little queen. And my son is my everything. That's my son is my really like I'm past I love my kid. I'm like obsessed, love my child too. That's my heartbeat. And my thoughts today are my fear is dying and my son not knowing his path in life, not having that father figure. Not knowing, I don't know his mother, who she gonna get with or whatever, but ain't no man gonna come in his life and give him that love that daddy gives him. So for me to be able to guide my son, give him that direction, and even to this day, it may sound crazy, I still talk to my pops. Because I believe in energy in the universe and that it's still like a spirit that sits around and watch you. I still talk to my pops like, yo, look what you created and look what I created and how I'm here for him. You fucking left me and you couldn't do this for me. All my brothers and sisters. But when it comes to my son, um, I give him everything. Not in a spoiling way. I give him everything as far as with life. And he's older now. And it's crazy how like the questions that he asks me, I feel so good when I answer them. When I'm able to answer any question, I don't give a goddamn what it is. He asks me about religion. He asks me about God. He asks me about people. I act like I told him channel before. I said, if we running down the street and on this side is white people and on that side is black people, what side you gonna run to? He said, I run to the black side. I said, why? He said, I'm not running to the white side because the white side is evil and they enslaved us and they beat us and they did all that. So I can't trust them. And I feel good to be able to change his thought process and say, no, you can't look at people based on the color of their skin because there's going to be a whole lot of people in that black crowd that's going to be worse than them white people. So don't get stuck on color. And I teach him about color, in which I swear to you, when he was 4, talking about 4, I said, what color are you? He said, I'm brown. I said, you're not black? He said, no, I'm not black. He said, that's black. I'm brown. I said, what color is the lady next door over there? He said, pink. I said, she's not a white lady? He says, no, she's a pink lady. So I knew already there's something in his brain that's telling him color, that's telling him people and humans. And, I asked him about even like with Asians, because like I said, majority of the people that live with me and history and about himself and about why do you think eyes is like that? Where do you think that come from? I don't know, Daddy. I don't know. And then I leave it at that. I want to see if he's really interested. Like certain things I might ask him. If he don't know or he don't answer, I leave it. He'd come to me days later. Daddy, can I ask you something? Why is the why the eyes like that? What's going on? And then I'm able to break it down. I love it. I love that. I love those moments where I'm able to come home and once I lay down and I relax, he just come and jump on me. This is every time I come. This ain't no sometimes or my son is a daddy's boy. You know, you got boys that's mama boy. No, my son loves daddy more than anything. He want to do everything with dad. Everything with daddy. So, and I guess it came that way because the energy that I sent out and the closeness and what I didn't have. I feel that he deserves it. He deserves it as a young black kid growing up. And he don't see those other things. He don't see the hustling, the people out there. My son is not into the fashion, the sneakers. At his age, I wanted the sneakers. I wanted the new Pumas. I wanted all the other stuff. With him, he could get him some sneakers with lights on it and he good. He don't care. He get him a Spider-Man shirt. He's still living out his childhood. And that's what I like. My son still play with toys. He's living out his childhood. You gotta let a kid be a kid. At his age, I wasn't being a kid. I was seeing shit. I was walk out my door. When he walk out the door, see somebody opening the door for him. A doorman is opening the door for him. Good morning. Hey, little man. Hey, how you doing, man? They welcoming him. When he walk outside, it's peace. It's quiet. It's nothing. He don't know what loud violence. He don't know what that is. All he knows is loudness is in the park or something. But when it comes to violence or getting crazy,
he still has his innocence. That's why.
Yeah, he don't know what that is.
And your innocence was stolen from you from a very young age.
Yeah. If I yell too loud, he'd cry. If I be like, sit down, he'll break down crying. And I don't do that. I don't do the crazy. I yell, but I don't do it to the point where I'm tackling his emotional side and making him feel like, why is he talking? Why is my daddy yelling at me like that? Where I want him to learn that, no, I don't have to yell at you to do that. We're going to conversate and we're going to talk about it. And I want to have conversations about what he did. If he did something wrong, I ask him, did you do that? Because he knows if you tell the truth, you don't get in trouble. If you lies when you get in trouble with daddy. So he always tell the truth. It first started out, if I tell the truth, I'm going to get in trouble? No. If he tell the truth, I'll be like, look, daddy not mad. Now, don't do it again. That's it. If he do it again, I say, okay, you did it last time. Daddy's still not mad at you. I'm happy you told me the truth. So guess what? I'm going to start taking points away from you. So I got a point system with him. Oh, you just lost 500 points. 500 points could be 500 points of Roblox. Because he loves Roblox. He don't want to lose no points. So if you don't want to lose no points, you don't want to get in trouble, don't do that again. And then he won't do it again. And then that's how the building process in which I try to teach my son. And also, I don't want him to feel that he should not do it because of consequences. Because if consequences would motivate you, you're only going to try to find other ways to sneak and get away with it. And that was my problem. I knew the consequences, so I had to be extra careful with not getting caught. So I don't want him to have that same mindset. So I try to teach him that consequences and all these other things don't matter until you continuously do it. But the first time, I'm going to give you a break. I'm going to tell you the consequences behind it and how you can get in trouble. And then I let him do it again if he decides to, or he might not have done it intentionally. He might have knocked something down or broken. But I'm always going to teach him and show him that you always have a choice. There's nothing you do is a mistake. As far as you can mistakenly step on my foot, mistakenly bump me, that's mistakes. Picking up something, throwing it, breaking a window, throwing a ball. No, that's not a mistake. That was a choice. You decided to pick that up and throw it. And my son knows different things in which I taught him as far as, patience and consequences and practice and continuously do things. My son played. I could get him in here right now. We could set up a whole chessboard and we'd play a whole game. He just won. He just got 10 out of 10 on his chess.
Wow.
He played chess official.